Hello, everyone, and thank you for joining me here at the Doll Coven. Today, I wanted to share with you my very first doll custom that I did from a blank faceplate on a factory or non-stock Blythe doll. So my other Blythe dolls, factory Blythes that I have, I'm like looking over there because that's where my doll shelf is. I've done customizations here and there. So I would elongate their necks or, switch out their wigs, switch out their eye chips, give them eyebrows, modify their mechanism so that they would have sleepy eyes, things like that. But this is my first time starting from a blank faceplate and then having to piece together the different doll parts. Because this was my first time, I really didn't want to have to buy all the new supplies. I wanted to repurpose and use what I already had, and I wasn't worried about buying all of the kind of high-end materials or anything like that. Given that, again, my first time, and I wasn't sure if I was going to like this level of customization, and so in that case, buying all of these high-end materials and spending all that money would have really been a bit wasteful. So for this first custom, I decided on a doll inspired by the character Coraline from the movie, or maybe you've read the novel. I love that story. I have read both the novel and have seen the movie. I love the story. I'm not obsessed with that character, but I had a blue wig from a previous doll and I wanted to repurpose it. So that is what gave me the inspiration for trying a character or a doll modeled after Coraline. So what I will do is I will show you the doll, the end result, and then I will get into some of the materials that I used in case you're curious about that. So here she is. Again, not an exact replica, but inspired by Coraline. And of course, my favorite thing are the eye chips. I don't know if you can see, but I did give her some freckles. And so for this first set of eye chips, which all of the eye chips I got on Etsy, but the first set is the cat in the movie. And then she does have the silver eyelids, which came with the eye mechanism. I did not paint those in. I just decided for this doll I didn't want to deal with painting eyelids, but maybe for the next one I will. Anyway, so here is the second set, which is a nice golden yellow. Here we have a really dark brown, just like she has in the movie. And then, of course, I had to give her button eyes. So these are just charms that I had lying around. This is a piece of fluorite from a friend, a little scully, a little rose with another scully. So again, just using what I had. Her seeing stone. Also, I just shaped this from what is it called, like magic clay. I don't know. I had some of that from before, and so then I painted it green with acrylic paint, and I think I used some Posca markers for like the gold highlighting, and then used this acrylic varnish to give it that shine. I also used this for her lips as well, to top off her lips with some gloss. But the clothes are from Etsy, and the boots I already had. These are actually from the Disney Illy doll. Yes. And so the wig was actually a very bright blue with purple streaks. and long and curly. And so I decided to use this dye, Rit Black All-Purpose, to deepen the color and not make it so bright blue. Instead of using like a synthetic, so this comes in a synthetic, I decided for all-purpose because I didn't want it to become completely black. You know, I just wanted to darken the shade, and I really like how it turned out. It was a risk. I wasn't sure that it was going to turn out this way, but I'm really glad it did. So for her face up, the faceplate I did have to, sand down. I started sanding it down with just some of this sandpaper that I got off Amazon. So they come in fine, ultra fine, and super fine, I believe. And I would just cut them into little squares like this and use that to start off, of course, with a matte faceplate because they all come shiny, I believe. I received the faceplates for my birthday. I believe my husband got them on Etsy. You can also get them on AliExpress, but essentially most of the wig was from an AliExpress doll. The Leica body, I did use a Leica body. That came from also AliExpress. So I did sand it down, and then I used a combination in terms of, so the freckles and the eyebrows, I decided to use the set of watercolor pencils. It's just a set of 12. That's fine. And then let's see here. And then for the mouth, I did line the mouth with a colored pencil, and then I did color it in with colored pencil, but then I filled it in with just an acrylic. This is a cheaper, like Craft Smart. I think I got this at Michael's or AC Moore, acrylic paint, and filled that in. And then, of course, between coats, and darkening the freckles, darkening the eyebrows and the lips, I would then use this Mr. Super Clear Gloss, which this thing scares the bejesus out of me. I mean, because you hear how toxic it is. So I did, in fact, buy one of these masks from Amazon and, sprayed outside, ran away immediately. And it was fine. I'm still alive, but it's a scary spray. I know how toxic it can be, so you just want to be careful if you're going to use that. So yeah, this is the result. I'm trying to think of if there's anything else I'm forgetting to talk about here. I think that's really it. I mean, I did give her, I'm not sure if you can see, but I did give her kind of like a yellow eyeshadow. Again, that's all pastel or watercolor pencil, watercolor pencil. So those were really the only materials I used. Now with the mouth, I did do a little bit of carving just to make it a little bit bigger. And for that, I used a combination of, little chisel like this, that again, you can get on Amazon. You can get them in a set for fairly inexpensive. So a combination of this and an X-acto knife, which I don't have on me, but I used an X-acto knife, and then just, again, sanding it down with sandpaper. So that's really it for the mouth. Okay, I totally forgot to mention that for her cheeks, I did use this right here. PanPastel, Artist Pastels. Now this one is an expensive item. I will say this is a higher end item from what I hear, but I also bought this thinking that I would maybe use this on other art projects and not just doll customs. So, and I only bought a few of these. I didn't go buying a whole set of like 20 different colors or anything like that. I think I bought maybe 3 or 4 colors. I'm very happy with how she turned out, given that this was my first try. I'm glad that the wig turned out well and I was able to repurpose it, you know, and get the color close to how I wanted it, and chop everything off and still have it look okay. So I think I honestly had some luck on my side with this one, because I know that this is only my first, and with future customs, it is inevitable that I will screw up royally with something. But yeah, I do think that luck was with me, as well as the support of my dolly friends in answering any questions I had, especially one friend in particular, fangfang.boogie on Instagram. Thank you for putting up with me and my spam of questions. You're the greatest. So, have any of you been dabbling with doll customs? Let me know, and drop a comment telling me how it's been going. Thank you so much if you've hung out with me for this long, and until the next video, much love and take care.